A lot of people just got excited about Reddit, and I want them to hold their horses a bit. Like when I say Reddit is popping off, it doesn't mean take all of the URLs from your blog and start spamming the communities. That doesn't work. That's a fast way to getting blocked and kicked off of the internet. So don't do that. People are leveraging HeyGen, which is an AI tool to create deepfake versions of various people, and then have those deepfakes essentially read scripts that are written by ChatGPT and feed into it, and then repurpose that into stories that can be scaled out across their LinkedIn accounts. I've never run it yet. I don't think anyone has done it. Run it. If somebody's done that, please reach out to me.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is What's Working, a 5-minute report on what's working in B2B marketing today. I just spoke with Ross Simmonds. Ross is a multi-million-dollar marketing agency. He's a prolific content creator, one of the best speakers in marketing today, and he recently published this book that's over my shoulder, Create Once, Distribute Forever. I asked Ross what's working in marketing today, both for his agency and for his clients, and he gave me a bunch of ideas. Let's get into them right now. So yeah, tell me what's working right now.
So what's working right now would definitely be video content on LinkedIn. And it has to be either one of two things, either a long form video where you're going in depth on a certain topic, or it's a vertical video where you're being quick and snappy with a quick idea concept similar to TikToks, and you're bringing that to life.
Okay. How do you know that? How are you getting that to work? Is there a format that's working? Is there a length or what? Like, give me some more detail on how you're getting that to work, or how you know it's working too.
Yeah, so I know it's working because we've been using it at Foundation, but we've also been helping some partners kind of think through their overarching strategy around it, and then leaving them to kind of go out and execute, and they've been seeing ridiculous returns. So the work that's been working really well for us is like we record video content of us talking about a tool, talking about a framework, talking about a methodology. We bring that to life, wrap it in a bow with like a Loom recording, share that on social, and then we also remember the importance of distribution. So then we take that same asset and we spread it to our network. We're including it in a newsletter. We're sending a link to LinkedIn via our email outreach. We're sharing that same video via a LinkedIn newsletter, so it's getting additional reach and love. And then that content is getting the engagement and traction that we want. So it's ultimately being spread across the algorithm and it's showing up in a real way. Recently, LinkedIn announced that video was going to be on the bottom of their like mobile app. And because of that, it was a clear signal to a lot of us, and it should be to everyone, that video is taking off and LinkedIn's placing a bet on it. And the algorithm and the metrics that we're seeing as a result line up with that.
Okay, so for that scroll, the vertical video,
yeah.
Can you break that down a little bit further on what types of videos are working? So you mentioned Loom, that's probably 16:9.
Yeah, so that's yeah. So the Loom video is less on the vertical side. So the Loom videos are working in feed when you're not experiencing the mobile search or the mobile visibility. Those videos that are Loom recordings, they're a little bit longer. Those go out on the native feed that you would experience on a desktop. And that content's doing well, but it's not hitting what I would say virality. That content is like bottom of funnel content. You create that content to drive conversion, where you're talking about a framework, your methodologies, your approach, and only a few people are going to actually be interested in that. On the vertical side is where you go for reach. On the vertical videos is where you're going to be looking to kind of distribute a vertical video that's probably 60 seconds or less, talking about a concept, talking about an idea that is very engaging and interesting. Those assets have more reach because they're educational. They might be even entertaining, where someone's just like making people laugh, but that content pops off as well.
Yeah. Okay. So digging into this a little bit further, are you seeing internal teams create this content? Are they hiring creators? Are they hiring UGC creators, influencers? Like, who is creating these assets? Is there any one type of person that's seeing the best results, or what are you seeing there?
There's 4 use cases that I've seen across the board. One, identifying individuals internally that are good on camera and can be trained on how to do it. They're then going through like various online training programs or being coached by a video expert to kind of understand the dynamics and the formula of a great video script. Then they're doing it themselves. Or they're actually engaging with a third party to get these people on a call on a regular basis and ask them questions and interview them and get the best sound bites, chop it up and skew it, and then distribute that. The third use case that I've seen is engaging influencers, so people who have already showed that they can do it. the brands are hiring those influencers to create ridiculously valuable content. That content's going up on the influencer's account, but then also being reshared on the brand's account. And then the fourth use case that I've recently seen is that people are leveraging HeyGen, which is an AI tool, to create deepfake versions of various people, and then have those deepfakes essentially read scripts that are written by ChatGPT and feed into it, and then repurpose that into stories that can be scaled out across their LinkedIn accounts.
Do you think HeyGen and AI avatars are there yet? Do you think they're good enough yet to be used at scale, or do you think there's still like a gap that needs to be covered?
There's no question that they're there, because we've seen it work on channels like TikTok where you can scale out an avatar. I've had videos where I've created deepfakes of me and people say, Ross, I love your sweater. This is great. And they're not talking about the fact that it's an AI. I think the avatars are here and people can't really tell people can't tell. It's at a point where it's really very difficult to know what's real and what's not.
Got it. Okay. So if video on LinkedIn is number one, is there a second marketing effort that's working right now?
One that everyone is sleeping on is Reddit. Reddit is a massive opportunity. Over the last few months, the organic reach on Reddit has skyrocketed. It went from, I think, 300 million to 500 million organic visits every single month because of its recent relationship with Google. So what we've been doing with partners is we're taking some of their best blog content, we're helping them amplify, repurpose it, and distribute it within the various subreddits that are relevant. We're actually working directly with some moderators of different subreddits to ensure that our clients are able to sponsor a subreddit to have pinned content, and they're driving ridiculous amounts of traffic through that. I think Reddit is another channel that even in B2B, a lot of brands will sleep on until like 2030. And it's a massive opportunity right now.
And what about with video? So the last one we talked about, video. Do you think video has a place on Reddit or not yet?
The only role that that video would have on Reddit today would be linking to the video content from Reddit itself. So if you have a video content asset, you upload that to YouTube, your various channels, and then you're going to embed it and submit it as a link in Reddit. And that works. It does traction, but the engagement and the ultimate user experience takes place on a different platform.
Got it. What's not working? What's something that you might be sunsetting or putting less marketing dollars into going into the next year?
A lot of people just got excited about Reddit, and I want them to hold their horses a bit. Like when I say Reddit is popping off, it doesn't mean take all of the URLs from your blog and start spamming the communities. That doesn't work. That's a fast way to getting blocked and kicked off of the internet. So don't do that. That's one thing that doesn't work. And the other thing that doesn't work anymore is going to ChatGPT, Control-C, Control-V, all of that content into your blog, press publish, and hope that you rank. We believe that you have to elevate that content after you copy and paste it. Sure, use AI to get that ugly first draft, but you need to have a human and a subject matter expert take that piece from mediocre to excellent so you can have content that's better than what's showing up in Wikipedia or already in the SERP.
Okay, and so for your business going into the next year, how are your marketing dollars being allocated? If you have $100 or $100,000, how is that being split up?
Yeah, it's probably going to be $30 worth invested in video, $30 worth written into written content, $30 worth spent on communities and engagement and those types of things, and then 10% of an experiment fund where I'm going to try something new and try to get an advantage before my competitors.
What's that last one?
What's the experiment?
Yeah.
I think the experiment's going to be running an AI outreach campaign where it's a deepfake version of me saying, hey, Will, hope you're doing well. And I have a bunch of variables that are connected to research that is done around you. And it might even show up in your DMs on X or LinkedIn. That experiment might be the play.
Have you seen that work to date or no?
I've never run it yet. I don't think anyone has done it, run it. If somebody's done that, please reach out to me.
Yeah. Okay, that's a wrap. If you want more videos like these, go to my LinkedIn and follow along. I'll be publishing these as fast as I can do them. And if you want more insights from marketers like Ross, I'm putting all of the answers in a report at whatisworking.co. So make sure to click the link in my bio or the link probably in this post to go subscribe. Thanks.